Well, because there are no watchers, no listeners. Messed that up already. And welcome to ABW Live. We're ABW Preview. I was looking at the wrong bit, Chase, because you're here. You've confused me. I got all nervous. Right, we're going to be talking about the Liverpool v Arsenal game. It's Saturday, which is tomorrow, and 5:30 kickoff at Anfield. And if you want to know where it's been played, do you want to know where you can see it, Chase?
Yes, I'd love to know, Danny. Where can you see it?
No one's ever asked me before. I'll tell you. The UK and Ireland, Sky Go Extra, Sky Go Premier League, and Sky Sports Main Event. Unless you know a special certain someone, you can watch it wherever you want. In Australia, I do all the English-speaking countries. It's Optus Sport. In Canada, it's DAZN. Apparently, that says a word, but I don't know what it is. Someone did tell me. In the USA, it's NBC Sports App, UNIVERSO Now, NBCSports.com. And if you want to hear it on the radio, it's on TalkSport, sorry. Force of habit.
Can I translate for the listeners, please? In Canada, that's DAZN. DAZN, apparently.
That's it.
And in the USA, it's NBC Sports App, Universo Now, I apologize, NBCSports.com, Radio TalkSport.
Davis, back in your box.
Oh, sorry, pal. Do you want to talk about Liberia?
You've given away the surprise country, you shit.
Surprise.
Oh, today's surprise country is Liberia. You can see it on SuperSport Maximo, SuperSport 3 Africa. I bet I won't ruin the bit where we're doing, Jace, you do the head-to-head. I'm going to sit here like a good boy. I'm having fingers on lips.
Yeah, you've had fingers on lips before, bro. What was I going to say? Will Michael Jackson be singing Liberian Girl?
Hopefully, because that's a hell of a song.
It is, to be fair. I like that. And I don't know who the actress was in the video, but she looked a very fine young lady.
Very tidy.
Bang tidy. In any case, head-to-heads, okay? So head-to-heads versus Liverpool over our history. We've played 190 times. We have won 64, drawn 52, and unfortunately, we've lost 74. Our last 3 league games at Anfield, we lost 5-1 last season. Oh, God, that was painful. Maitland-Niles opening scoring, and then...
it turned to shit.
I still have nightmares. But Socrates hacking away at Salah in the penalty box. It was embarrassing.
It was.
2017-18, we lost 4-0 to them.
It's not getting any better, is it? Oh, I put 4-0 to us. Well done for getting that right.
Well, I'm not going to get that wrong. 6 of our starting 11 have now left the Arsenal.
Good.
2006. Oh, stop talking. I've heard enough nonsense this week, mate. I really have. 2016-2017, we lost 3-1 to them. Welbeck scoring in the 7th minute. 7 of our starting 11 have left the Arsenal. Arsenal's last 5 away Premier League games. We've played 5. We have won 3. We've drawn none. We've lost 2. Scored 6 and let in 7 with 2 clean sheets. Yeah, we got humped a couple of times, didn't we? Liverpool's last 5 home Premier League games. They've played 5. They've won 5. They've drawn none. They've lost none. They've scored 15. They've let in 2, 3 clean sheets, 39 home league games unbeaten.
Let that settle in.
Fuck.
39 games.
39.
On a more positive note, we went to Peterborough yesterday because my friend Anna, she's here. She's a Liverpool fan. She lives in Peterborough. And we went to Five Guys. And guess what order number it was? What would be the perfect order number if we were taking
49.
on? No, a year.
Huh?
89. My order number was 89. That's gonna mean we're gonna win 2-0. It's bang on, Jace. Right, injuries and suspensions. I hear Jace say, "Do I want to do so?" I will, Jace. Thanks for asking. Right, Arsenal, according to the transfer market, is Holding is almost ready. Bellerin, Tierney, Mavropanos are all out. Holding has played. He didn't play in the last under-23 game. He played 63 minutes in the game before that and 90 minutes the game before that. Physio room, add Xhaka and Ozil having late fitness tests. Liverpool, according to Transfer Market, Alisson, their goalkeeper, is out with a calf injury. Nathaniel Klein is doesn't matter because he's got a knee injury and he's never going to play another game for them ever again. And Physio Room have had Naby Keita to that with their usual groin, hip, pelvic injury. That's just like asking a 3-year-old where it hurts and they just go there because Physio Room. That way they can make sure they're never wrong. Right, Liverpool formation.
Sorry. It's Naby Keita.
What did I say?
I don't know. I forgot. It was wrong.
Shut your face. Liverpool have played 4 games this season: 2 League, 1 Charity Shield, 1 Super Cup. They have played a 4-3-3 attacking in all 4 games. Everyone knows how they line up now, with the Egyptian Walcott heading a 3-man attack with Mane and Firmino. Their midfield trio is Fabiano, Henderson and Wijnaldum. Van Dijk has had 2 centre-back partners so far this season. Gomez has played 2 and Matip has played 2. Their full-backs are the Scottish Tierney and Terence Trent D'Arby, with Adrian hopefully still in goal. And they spent just under £2 million in the summer, so nothing new to see there. All right, Jace, Liverpool players to look out for. I've managed to pick it so that they look quite bad.
Okay.
That's why they don't all go back to the same number of games. So what have I put?
I've noticed a bit all over the place. Salah, Mo Salah, Tin Pot Tutankhamun, or whatever they call him. 7 goals in his last 17 Premier League games.
That sounds terrible, doesn't it?
We had Ollie Giroud with the Arsenal net. I'm not saying a word. Okay.
You'd have had none in them 17.
Even -4. No, God love Ollie Giroud. I'm a dirty, racist scumbag nowadays. Mane, 17 goals in his last 29 league games. That's still pretty good, you know.
Don't encourage it.
Firmino, those teeth. He looks like sugar. Superb. 4 goals in his last 13 Premier League games. And the real danger man. He could be our danger man. It's Adrian!
Adrian!
We're so original, aren't we? Going for the easy shots. Has conceded 32 goals in his last 23 Premier League games.
That's the only thing I'm holding on to, the fact that Adrian is their Almunia. He's a clown. He's fucking useless. That's the only chance we've got.
You've got to pressure him, put the ball in the air. You just got to. You just
got
to.
From anywhere.
Oh, no, I think he's a good shot stopper, but I think once that, if it's overhanging coming in, you could get a bit of joy there. So, Dan, for good predictions, what are your thoughts, mate? We've come off the back. Hold up there. I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, yeah.
Off the back of 2 good wins, okay?
Yes.
6 points from the opening 2 matches of the season. It seems as though everybody's on a high. Are you confident? What's your prediction?
I think we're going to lose 3-2. We're only scoring 2 because Adrian might not bring his guide dog with him. They'd do better in goal if they had Adrian Charles. I don't rate our chances at all. We're going to go to Liverpool and then we're going to shit our pants and lose. That's what. There's only 2 places we can go this season and lose. It's there and the Etihad, and that's it.
Did you what? Just play away from home last season?
Yeah, that's why I'm not confident. It was shit. We got spanked 5-1.
Go anywhere and lose away from home, mate.
Right. I see where you were going with that. I thought you were saying, "Oi, come on, behave," but you weren't. You're saying, "Oi, be realistic."
I don't know. I was talking to the boys in work about this week, okay, and the 3 of the fuckers, they're like rats, aren't they? Bin dippers are like rats. They're everywhere, okay? And they're all there, we're going to hump you on the weekend. And it's like, you try to be serious with them because, let's be honest, okay, they're special needs, they have difficulty in learning. So you tell them, well, I don't know, I mean, I think we're capable of nicking it, although I'm not as excited as everybody else about the first 2 games. They're 2 bloody good wins and Unai deserves credit for them. But we could easily get humped 4-0, couldn't we? And that's the problem.
What's your prediction then? Or is your prediction going to be based on what formation we turn up with?
Can I have 2 predictions, please?
Yes, go on then.
We're going to lose 4-0. Or we're going to win 3-2.
Oh, so what's the depending on those? Is it whether Socrates and Xhaka play by any chance?
It's depending if we fucking turn up or not today. You know what I mean? I think we need a bit of luck. I really do, but I don't know. I think he's going to go 4-3-3. Okay, or if you want to call it 4-2-3-1 or whatever, up to you. But if I was him, I really would stack that midfield. I'm not sure whether to go for Xhaka or whether to go for the sort of mobility and athleticism of Willock. You know, I'm really not sure.
How's your back five start? Is it Socrates with Luiz?
My back four, you mean? My back four.
Yeah, well, Monreal and Maitland-Niles and Leno are given, aren't they? I
only saw half an hour of the Burnley game, I know. And like I've said in the group, I thought Socrates was fucking awful.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't know she said that.
I know.
5 minutes for 3 days.
That's Wood unmarked in the box. Well, he went and marked Ashley Barnes, who Louise was marking already. He didn't even go for a challenge in the air with Ashley Barnes. The goal a bit later, well, what's he doing there? He's going down, he's turning, it's embarrassing. Nobody's mentioned a frigging word about it. It was awful, okay?
I can't get a word in with you moaning about it. We've only got another 4 minutes to go, so what formation are you going with?
4-3-3. I would play Socrates and Luis together. I'd play Monreal and AMN. They're the only options as far as I'm concerned.
True.
I'm not sure who I'd play in midfield. I'd flip a coin between Willock and Xhaka. I think Willock was sensational last week. Ceballos at the tip of the three. Because he was so exciting to watch last week. His feet were fantastic.
It was,
and he's got
very special debut.
Sorry?
Very special home debut, that was.
It was really good. Yeah, it's the best since Mkhitaryan, isn't it? To be fair.
We read your answer out on the podcast.
Yeah, I was first to that, by the way. Three assists. He was sensational that night. But Ceballos, his all-round performance, he did what fans want. He showed a bit of grit. But his skill set was superb, and his desire was excellent. I'm not sure about Torreira and Guendouzi. I still think Guendouzi is a bit of a jogger. He's not quite quick enough, but he's played really, really well. And the great thing about him at the moment is, it's really impressed me, he's concentrating on the game and not trying to buy silly free kicks.
And his percentage of pass completion was
very
about
good.
98% the last game or something really high.
It was good the first game. I was a bit disappointed in the first game with his forward balls, getting the ball going forward. But, he did quite well last week. And he's still learning, he does annoy me. He doesn't pass the ball early. He's got to take a couple of touches too many. But, he's still a kid learning the game, so got to give him a break. But I would go Pepe. I think we're going to need the pace. I would go Aubameyang and I would go Lacazette.
I think everybody has to pick those because I think that's the only way we're going to beat them is if we match them with a forward three.
This is the thing, but you're going to need then Pepe and Aubameyang to be really disciplined in pinning Robertson and Terence Trent D'Arby back. They've got to stay wide. They've got to be a threat. They've got to make these guys think twice because Terence Trent D'Arby will leave plenty of room in behind, as will Robertson. So when that happens, we've got to get the ball forward quickly and get in behind them. So that, they're thinking twice about the next run. And then the midfield, I mean, to be fair to Ceballos, I say, I only saw first half hour last week. Wow. But he was everywhere. He really was impressive. And he's got to get up and support Lacazette.
Well, I've had a little bird whisper in my ear that the halftime entertainment is Terence Trent D'Arby be singing "Sign Your Name." So he's going to be a bit knackered beginning the second half because he'll be singing all the way through halftime. 15 minutes they're getting out of him, but that's the bin dippers for you.
Fair play to them. What formation would you go for, mate?
I have picked the same as you. Virtually everywhere, I'd go for Torreira and Xhaka in the central midfield because I think you need a bit of steel in there to fuck people up. Guendouzi isn't really going to be going in there hard on anybody, is he? He's going to be all over the place. And I think what we need is some Xhaka in there and Torreira swooping in, picking up the loose balls with Ceballos and the same front three as you. I don't think there's quite a few players that can't be picked. I mean, I think the back five almost picks itself. Two of the midfield three pick themselves. And all the front three all pick themselves. There's not much you can do about any of it at the moment, is there? Although I do like Willock and Nelson. I think they're really good. Letting them have their third game of the season away at Anfield, that's too much to ask. And maybe bring them on, let them run people ragged for a little while for the last 10, 15 minutes, which is what Emery likes to do. I agree with that. So that might work.
It's difficult, isn't it? You either go for the experience of Xhaka, which I think you're going to need, or you go for that mobility and athleticism of youth. Because I thought Willock taking the ball forward last week was sensational. I haven't kind of bought into all the pre-season nonsense, but you've got to prove it on the big stage. And I know it's only Burnley, but I thought he was great. The one worry I have, we allowed 18 shots last week. Burnley at home, 18 shots. Okay, that shows you how good our defending was as a team. No pressure on the ball. Okay, we're going to have to get pressure on the ball. And we're going to have to stop that nonsense of allowing so many shots to target, because Liverpool, if they get 18 shots on goal, we could get a proper thumping.
Well, they had 28 crosses in their last game, or the one before that. I can't remember when the stat was from. So that's the most crosses by any team in the Premier League. So the central two are going to be busy. But we all know Leno is good at coming out and punching the ball clear or catching it, which is what he needs to do.
The difficulty is, Dan, you saw the Southampton game. Southampton had plenty of chances. If we can get one up, or get lucky and get two up, then they're open. Then they've got to come out. But I don't see us keeping a clean sheet. I really don't.
I think the game is one of the 3 or 4 games per season. This probably Liverpool, Man City, Spurs, Man United. They're 4 games that we can accept a draw from and go, that's okay. We need to win all of our home games and win most of our away games, but there's some that there will be some that we lose, but these are one of the ones where I'm only expecting a point from each one of those 4 games.
It's difficult, isn't it? We got, after this week, we got Tottenham, okay? And you saw Socrates against Harry Kane last season. Socrates was magnificent against him. He had him in his back pocket. It's one of the best centre-half performances I saw from anyone last season. He kept him so quiet, but, Kane plays to his strengths. Tomorrow, there's going to be pace and athleticism coming at us, and that's not one of our strengths. I just hope Luis can get the ball forward quickly, because if he can play, get some decent long balls in and get the front 3 on their toes going forward, if we're turning Robertson and Terence Trent D'Arby, then they're going to look average, because everybody looks average when they're turned. You've got to be very lucky to survive that sort of aspect of the game, but we've got to turn them, and we've got to count quickly.
Before we go, I was watching another podcast earlier today, and they were talking about the Liverpool game, and they had a Liverpool fan on, and he said he's not sure whether he'd play Trent at left back, because he's a bit of a liability at times. He likes to get forward too much. He's a bit undisciplined like that, and he said he'd probably drop him and play someone else there. I thought that was an interesting point.
This is the thing, isn't it? Him and Robertson, in exactly the same way Unai likes his width from the full-backs or the wing-backs, so does Klopp. And they're asked to get forward. They're asked to go in their heels. And I just think the pair of them are sensational going forward. They're excellent going forward. But everybody looks dodgy going backwards. You know what I mean? If you've got to turn, make up, you've got to turn, you've got to make up ground, you've got to make up pace. And then you've got runners coming in, in the middle of the park. Any fullback's under pressure there. It's a difficult skill.
I think Emery has seen there's 2 ways to win the league. You've got the Man City way, we're buying the best in every position. You've got the Liverpool way, and I think he's decided we can go for the Liverpool way. We've matched them into similar strikers. We've matched them in attacking fullbacks. He's matched them in a ball-playing centre-back like Van Dijk and Luiz. Both like to get up for the goals and the corners and stuff like that. They're both good at defending, both commanding in their position. So I think he's gone for the Liverpool route. So it'd be like in Knight Rider where Kit met Kat. Kit met Car, not Kit Kat. You're there. You've obsessed me with Kit Kats. But Kit met Car. They're very, very similar. It's going to be a hell of an interesting game. Anyway, we've been doing this for 19 minutes. Anna's getting bored. So where can people see you tomorrow, Jace? And who's on?
Down the dogs.
Down the dogs?
Down the dogs. No. Well, I enjoyed going down I was down the dogs last weekend. Oh.
Yeah. Hope you haven't got any tails, because we need to get on with this. Nothing
no tails. Right, okay, so 5 minutes after the show tomorrow, myself, Shredder, and Ellis Mel will be going live with ABW Live, giving reaction to whatever's going to happen.
you tease you. Right now, this is the point where you said goodbye to the lovely viewers and you press that end stream thing, and we've got 3 seconds to say goodbye. Jace, turn this shit off.
Thank you, Danny. Take care, all. Good night. God save the Arsenal. God save Unai Emery. Come on, you Gooners. Say goodbye, Dan.
Goodbye, Dan.
Oh, frig, I haven't ended it yet, have I? Why did you pop up in another box? What's all